On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the New Orleans.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. From the left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On play action, they'll throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns now with his second sack here on opening night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now. Touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Drake. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. They're going to look to throw. Well, puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Inside the 20.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with career touchdown number 70. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief. Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 21.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the
today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. To throw on second down. Robinson, he finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. Back to throw. Robinson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now Robinson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Robinson.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock running. Under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. To throw is Robinson. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Robinson. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Robinson. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That pass complete to Deontay Hardy.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Robinson, off play action. On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Robinson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Oh, he shifts past him.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Robinson. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wolf. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Here's Robinson. Off the play fake.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Robinson
able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Robinson now to throw on second down.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Robinson on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Robinson. The quick slant caught. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Robinson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see they lead the visiting Arizona Cardinals at halftime. Jameis Winston having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.